Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice.
5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each.
For any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply.
Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line.
Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study.
Hello and welcome to Crucial Choice, the only show that focuses on careers and higher education. I'm your host, Shane Phillips. The world is going to change more in the next 5 years than it has in the last 20. The tried and trusted path is no longer so trusted, and people need to start choosing the unconventional path. New opportunities and new careers are being created as we speak. In fact, 50% of the jobs that exist today will not exist in the year 2030. And in this episode, we look at 3 young students who are following their hearts and not the tradition of career management. Let's hear their stories. Priyanka, welcome to Crucial Choice.
Thank you.
Rehan, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Hi there.
Rehnuma, welcome so much to the show.
Hi.
So, Priyanka, can you tell us a little bit about where you're from, where you were born, how long have you been in Dubai?
I'm from India, from a place called Maharashtra. I was born in Aurangabad and I've practically grown up in Dubai. I was here since my grade 1.
What do you want to do? What's your career choice?
I'm planning to study media with film studies.
And then what job will you get after you're done that?
I'm still exploring my options as of now because the field's really vast and I have a lot of, like at the end of my 3 years course, I have a lot of options open to me.
And Rehan,
I was born in Bombay, India, and I moved here with my family when I was 4 years old.
okay.
I was born in Mumbai, India, and I came here when I was an infant.
But these are all very tough professions, right, that you're choosing, that they're not necessarily secure your income. Are you not concerned about your financial position?
It's more of the creative industry, so it's like, you know, where you graduate from and like my university offers me a great amount of placements after I graduate. So in terms of internships and job opportunities, I have like a lot of options available at the end of my 3-year course. And even during my course, I have a lot of internship opportunities.
Okay, but what is it that attracts you to this field?
The fact that I will get to travel and meet new people and not have the traditional job where I have to sit in an office and, you know.
Do you don't want to be chained to a desk?
Yeah, I don't want to be chained to a desk.
Okay. And Rehan, what attracts you to your professional field?
That last sentence, don't want to be chained to the desk. I mean, seriously, you're working
9 to 5.
9 to 5, 8 hours of your day, making lots of money for someone else.
And Rehnuma, what is it that attracts you?
Till high school, I didn't know exactly what I wanted, but then when I entered 11th grade, I chose fashion as my subject and I studied for a good 2 years. And then I got really interested and I did end up getting good marks.
Priyanka, can you tell us a little bit about what your course curriculum will be?
So it covers like a really broad range of subjects. I have like a combination of media and film studies degree together, and I have the technical aspects of media, which covers the writing, print journalism, the video photojournalism, and then I have the filmmaking aspects, which, you know, the history of films, documentaries, how to make documentaries, script writing.
So Priyanka, going into media, it's a very tough industry and very competitive. Are you worried that you're going to be broke once you graduate?
Once I graduate. I'm going to graduate from a really good university. I'm going to have a job as soon as I graduate.
Rehan, are you worried about what the job market will be like when you graduate?
I know in a business industry, it is hard because looking at the statistics, there are people, like 40% of the graduates on the world are graduating from a business program. But for me, it'll be finding the job in the right field. Like, even if it doesn't pay high, I can manage it with a low-paying job if I like the firm, I like their culture, and I like the way they operate and what they are dealing with. And the question about being broke on graduation, I don't think so. I mean, I'll be doing part-time jobs during the summer and throughout the school. I mean, right now you have Uber to drive in your free time, so I don't know, if you have a driving license, it's hard for you being broke.
Like I said, like do the job for your satisfaction and not for the big fat paycheck.
Priyanka, do you feel that some students or youth may feel some pressure from their parents to take certain professions over others?
Yes, a lot of times, especially in the Indian South Asian society, we are like pressurized to get into certain fields like engineering, accountancy, medicine. These are the ones that are more sought out of. They don't consider all the other professions so important, and they feel like if you have an engineering or an accountancy or like a medical degree, you're going to be like well off in life.
For example, if a student does not really want to go into those studies, even though he's great at academia, he's good at studying, but he wants to do journalism, for example, and then he has the societal pressure, no, you've got 90 in your board exams, you got to go engineering, man, you'll get into IIT Bombay, that's a great school. People do not grow in their career path if they're not doing what interests them. They want to be motivated to grow and step up to that next level.
In India right now, we have people with an engineering degree writing novels. They did 4 or 5 years of engineering and all that hard work, and eventually they've gone to writing. So why not do it from the beginning if you were so passionate about it? I mean, it's like all you have to do is take a step and talk to your parents about it.
So you just heard 3 unconventional career paths which these young students are pursuing, from fashion marketing to PR and film to B2B marketing. These are careers which are evolving as we speak. And after the break, we're going to find out what kind of education you need if you want to pursue one of these paths. So stay with us.
Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice.
5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 US each.
For any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply.
Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line.
Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study.
Hello and welcome back. We're here with 3 young students who are choosing their careers in the field of media. We're going to find out which schools they chose and what they had to do to get into them. Priyanka, which school are you going to?
I'm going to the Newcastle University in UK.
And was there a big process in terms of the application process? What did you have to do to get in?
So the UK application process is pretty simple, and they have all the information on the website. They have a common website called the UCAS, and you log into it, make an account, and you have to fill out 5 different categories with personal details, preference for, you get to pick up 5 universities, and then you have to write a personal statement. That forms like the chunk of your university application. All 5 universities get your application personal statement. Then you need like a recommendation letter from your teachers and your predicted grades.
Okay. And Rehan, what did you have to do to get in? I mean, I think you went to 2 different universities.
Yeah, well, I was a transfer student when I went to Canada. So what I did was, after graduating from our own high school, I enrolled in Canadian University of Dubai, which is in downtown Dubai, and so I did my first year as a BBA student there, and then I transferred my credits to Brock University in Canada.
What did you have to do to get into Canadian University?
Well, it was fairly simple. All I had to do was maintain 70% in my first year university, which I did successfully. That's how I ended up there. And we had to write an IELTS test and score 7.0 out of 9. The main reason was because the program availability in Canada, I mean, it's a very unique program. It's business and media communications, and that wasn't available here in Dubai.
Rehnuma?
For Heriot-Watt University, where I'm going for fashion marketing, you require a 70% score from your high school. So you have that, and like he said, you don't need to take the IELTS or any other English test if you get more than 75. It's all on the website, it's really helpful. You only need 2 recommendation letters from your teachers, and you can submit them, and that's it.
And how long, before you graduate, do you recommend people to start preparing for the university?
I think you should have like a pretty good idea about where you want to go and what course you want to do, like at least a year before, at least 9 to 10 months prior. That's where they set career fairs in high schools and in the World Trade Center. So you should definitely go check them out, see the universities and what they have to offer.
Priyanka, what's the cost of going to the UK for school?
I mean, depends, varies from university to university and from course. So my course costs about £13,000, along with the living costs and food and stay. It would say go up to 16 or 17,000 pounds. Some of them offer you scholarships. So
Okay. Are you applying for scholarship?
yeah, I was offered a scholarship from my university.
Okay. So it's free for you.
No, they don't. They don't offer you like a complete scholarship. They offer you like they have like grants to up to like £5,000.
Okay. Rehan, did you get any scholarships? And
No, I didn't. And taking Canada's case when it comes to tuition, it's between 20,000 to 25,000 Canadian dollars per annum, just the tuition. Along with your living, transportation, food, all that's expenses, it'll be around $30,000 a year. Yeah.
And Rehnuma?
Well, I'll be staying in Dubai, so it's 58 grand annually
58,000 dirhams for the whole course every annum.
every year.
Excellent. And any scholarships?
No, you need to get like above 85% to get a scholarship at Hayat Watt.
Priyanka, what would you have done differently if you could redo it, if you could go back and redo it?
My application.
Yeah, the whole process.
So I started my application process to the UK very, very late. So up until December, I wasn't planning to go to the UK at all. So it was all last minute plans. So if I had to redo it, I'd start a little earlier, the entire planning process. I literally wrote my personal statement in a span of 3 days. And usually people write it over a year's time. So yeah, I mean, because it's the one thing that all 5 of your universities look at to accept you, and they get like thousands of applications from different countries. So apart from your grades, that's the one thing that separates you.
Rehan, what would you do differently?
I would start early, definitely. I mean, in Canada case, the university opens in September, but the deadline is February. So that is, you're talking about like 6 months in advance. So I'd recommend students who are applying for universities in Canada to finish your, not your legal documents, not your visa work, but like your university application by January. Like make up your mind during your Christmas winter breaks, and that's when you should be doing all this.
But for me, it wasn't a problem because I'll be studying here. But yeah, like I said, if you're going abroad, it's a longer process.
Rehan, so tell us a little bit about the strategy of going to the Canadian University of Dubai, and I think you mentioned as well you're automatically eligible for 12 schools in Canada once you do your first year in CUD?
Yeah, you can transfer after your first and second year, and so they have 12 partners, CUD, and many universities all across Canada, but Brock is one of the popular ones in that list, and I've met many people who I studied with in CUD, who I also saw in Brock. And the easier part of this will be like you don't have to apply right after high school. You can actually stay in Dubai, enjoy the university life which Dubai has to offer with your friends, and then you can transfer your credits. But the condition is you have to score above 70%. That obviously depends from school to school too, but I'm taking Brock's case. So yeah, you score 70% and you can transfer your credits there. And the Canadian government, it's one of the only few countries which actually offer international students an opportunity to stay after their graduation and gain some valuable Canadian work experience.
Priyanka, what would have been your plan B if you didn't get into the program you'd chosen?
I also wanted to study psychology before. So if it wasn't studying media and films, I'll probably be doing psychology.
Rehnuma, what would you have done if you couldn't get in?
Not given it much thought, but if I had to, I would probably go in media and communication, advertising.
Well, thank you so much for being on Crucial Choice. So there you have it. In the economies of the future, media, design, branding, messaging will really be at the epicenter of the boardroom. And coming up after the break, we're going to explore what kind of educational programs are available to help you ramp up in this area. So stay with us.
Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice.
5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each.
For any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply.
Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line.
Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study.
Hello and welcome back to Crucial Choice. Like I mentioned, branding, fine arts, design, communication, media, these are going to be fundamental career paths in the near future. And getting the right foundation is your critical first step. Bellerby's College in the United Kingdom has the right foundation courses, which could be the perfect option.
A combination of specialist teaching and an exciting enrichment program give them a deep understanding of their chosen areas right from an early age, far earlier than they would do in most other schools.
The enrichment program in the creative arts will help to build students' specialist skills in giving them an understanding of how arts play a role in developing and experiencing personal and cultural identities. They're going to experience the process of making art in a variety of situations. And with guest artists coming in, we want them to build their confidence by engaging with those artists and also, hopefully, within a practical situation, helping them within their own art practice.
Our highly qualified teachers give just the right support to get our students to the very best universities and business colleges.
They're studying in Brighton, so we want them to appreciate what's on their doorstep. There are plenty of opportunities and museums right here in Brighton in the first instance that they'll be going to.
It's not just about academic results, it's about so much more. We build on a child's passion for a subject by allowing them to specialise from a really early age. We provide expert tuition and a structured enrichment programme, so they have a deep understanding of their chosen academic pathway.
Bellerby's College has holistic programs that help students prepare for the stringent admission requirements of UK universities. Another suggested pathway program is offered by Charles Sturt University Study Centre, and Dr. Jeff Gosper tells us why.
Hi Shane, and hi to all the students there with you. In terms of the academic admission criteria, that's a little bit more tricky because that depends on where you come from, which country you're from, which region you're from. All I can say is have a look at our website or let your agent do the hard work for you. But if you've finished high school in India and other countries, you'll be able to get into our courses. There is admission marks and grades that you'll need to achieve. In some other countries, we can't accept directly from the high school students, but we have pathways. We have a pathway through Martin. Martin is a vocational education provider where you can come and do a year with Martin, come into the course, and when you finish that year, would you believe you can actually enter the second year of university, so you don't waste any time. So pathway courses are really important. The entry for them is a little bit easier from terms of high school results. You still will need your IELTS results of 6, no band less than 5.5.
If you plan on studying in the UAE, Manipal University Dubai has a full-fledged media program.
Indian poet and Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore once said, "The aim of education is to enable the mind to find the truth, own it, and express it." Media is a powerful tool, and we at the School of Media and Communication ensure that our students realize its full potential before they enter the global and competitive media market. The undergraduate and postgraduate courses combine the highest caliber of experienced and qualified faculty, as well as the latest technological equipment in our labs and studios. This allows our students to specialize and major in various fields such as advertising, event management, journalism, television and video production, as well as graphics and animation. students receive hands-on training with still and video cameras and industry-standard hardware and software packages like Apple Final Cut Pro, Adobe Creative Cloud, Avid Pro Tools, Media Composer, and Maya. Moreover, we place a strong emphasis on our industry interface, with collaborations with leading media festivals, mandatory internships, and international study tours.
I was fortunate enough to get selected for several internships in my last semester, a few of them being working at the Dubai International Film Festival and the Dubai Jazz Festival.
We look forward to prospective students, possibly like yourself, who are creative, have the passion to make a difference, and realize that with the power of media comes great responsibility. The question is, are you up for it?
Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. If you have any questions, please email us at choice@crucialchoice.org and we'll be happy to get back to you, especially if you have any questions about the pathway programs we've just shown you. At the same time next week, we're going to unfold another career and the study options available. So until then, it's goodbye from your host, Shane Phillips.